page 226 today if you want to follow along. Religious ceremonies are of paramount importance here in Bali. An island, don't forget, with 7 unpredictable volcanoes on it, you would pray to. It has been estimated that a typical Balinese woman spends 1/3 of her waking hours either preparing for a ceremony, participating in a ceremony, or cleaning up after a ceremony. Life here is a constant cycle of offerings and rituals. You must perform them all in correct order and with the correct intention, or the entire universe will fall out of balance. Margaret Mead once wrote about the incredible busyness of the Balinese, and it's true. There is rarely an idle moment in Balinese compound. There are ceremonies here which must be performed 5 times a day, and others that must be performed once a day, once a week, once a month, once a year, once every 10 years, once every 100 years, once every 1,000 years. All these dates and rituals are kept organized by the priests and holy men who consult a Byzantine system of 3 separate calendars. There are 13 major rites of passage for every human being in Bali, each marked by a highly organized ceremony. Elaborate spiritual appeasement ceremonies are conducted all throughout life in order to protect the soul from the 108 vices, which include such spoilers as violence, stealing, laziness, and lying. Every Balinese child passes through a momentous puberty ceremony in which the canine teeth or fangs are filed down to a flat level for aesthetic improvement. The worst thing you can be in Bali is coarse and animalistic, and these fangs are considered to be reminders of our more brutal natures, and therefore must go. It is dangerous in such a close-knit culture for people to be brutal. A village's entire web of cooperation could be sliced through one person's murderous intent. Therefore, the best thing you can be in Bali is alus, which means refined or even prettified. Beauty is good in Bali for men and women. Beauty is reversed. Beauty is safety. Children are taught to approach all hardship and discomfort with a shining face, a giant smile. The whole idea of Bali is a matrix, a massive and invisible grid of spirits, guides, paths, and customs. Every Balinese knows exactly where he or she belongs, oriented within this great intangible map. Just look at the 4 names of almost every Balinese citizen: first, second, third, fourth, reminding them all of when they were born in the family and where they belong. You couldn't have a clearer social mapping system if you called your kids north, south, east, and west. Mario, my new Italian Indonesian friend, told me that he is only happy when he can maintain himself mentally and spiritually at the intersection between a vertical line and a horizontal one, in a state of perfect balance. For this, he needs to know exactly where he is located at every moment, both in his relationship to the divine and to his family here on earth. If he loses that balance, he loses his power. It's not a ludicrous hypothesis, therefore, to say that the Balinese are the global masters of balance, the people for whom the maintenance of perfect equilibrium is an art, a science, and a religion. For me, on a personal search for balance, I had hoped to learn much from the Balinese about holding steady in this chaotic world. But the more I read and see about this culture, the more I realize how far off the grid of balance I've fallen, at least from the Balinese perspective. just makes the Polynese so worried. The only thing your solitude proves to them is your perilous dislocation off the grid. If you are a single woman traveling through Bali and somebody asks you, "Are you married?" the best possible answer is, "Not yet." This is a polite way of saying no, while indicating your optimistic intentions to get that taken care of just as soon as you can. Even if you are 80 years old, or a lesbian, or a strident feminist, or a nun, or an 80-year-old strident feminist lesbian nun who has never been married and never intends to get married, the politest possible